What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister, Delilah,
Everybody.
my brother, Derek,
What's up, everybody?
and today we are doing a movie commentary of Marvel's Incredible Hulk. Yep, we're continuing our rewatch of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we're going to do a commentary here today, and of course we'll have another episode with our review of the movie, so make sure you guys check that out. So if you want to sit along with us and watch the movie, make sure you pull it up. It is Marvel's Incredible Hulk, and we're going to start right when the Marvel logo fades. That's about 36 seconds into the movie. If you want to set that up, we'll give you some time, and I'll let you know when we start. All right, so we're going to start playing the movie right about now. There we go. So, I was saying before, like, I think I like this movie. I probably got more enjoyment from this movie just because Ang Lee's Hulk was horrible, to be honest.
True. I don't remember much about this movie. I've only seen it once. I remember it just being just okay.
Yeah, I think pretty much that is it. It is just an okay movie. I don't mind watching it ever. Like, it's never one of those movies where it's like, I don't want to watch this. It's just an okay movie.
Okay.
I think it was, like you said, that with it being just so much better than the first one they tried to do. I think that's what makes it, people want to watch it at that time.
Yeah, definitely. Fun fact, the imagery they used in this opening credits here, they took that from the 1970s TV show.
I thought that green hand was weird looking.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, like, they reshot it. But, like, the whole him testing himself and, like, the warning lights and all that, that's what happened in the 1970s TV show.
Okay. That's cool. Maybe I'll YouTube a couple of those episodes.
Ooh, man.
I like the fact that Marvel do pay homage to, like, older stuff that came out and stuff like that. Like, they'll do little Easter eggs or things like that to be like, yeah, even though we're out here trying to make it better than what it was at that time, we still would not be at this point without them, though, attempting it or even, it existing.
Yeah. Just a few seconds back, it showed, like, they got approved weapons from Stark Industries, like just like what you were saying. That comes up in the MCU a few times. I'll talk about it later on in the movie, but that goes right into what you were saying, Derek, about like how they just into their own movies they pay homage, and into like the other comic books, TV shows, whatever. They usually draw a bunch of stuff, which I really like that.
In your research, they say how this was a sequel, even though it wasn't a sequel, but even though it's definitely a sequel.
It's not a sequel, but I think they want it because, like, Ang Lee's Hulk wasn't too many years before this, right? It was like, what, 4 years
It
or so?
definitely starts at where Ang Lee Hulk ends.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I gotta agree. I gotta agree with Delilah. Like, it does.
Just doesn't.
Because Ang Lee's Hulk ended with him leaving and running away and working to not become the Hulk because of all the damages that he caused.
I don't understand.
And the movie ended with him being in Brazil because he was in the middle of the forest. Rainforest.
So I'm saying it is definitely a sequel, even though it's not a sequel in quotation marks.
Right.
Saying. But why? Can someone tell me why? So this movie was done by Universal. Does Universal just have the rights to the Hawk? Is that what it is? The other movies were Paramount.
That I do not know.
Wondering.
Because I'm kind of thinking that Marvel just included this movie to be in their universe.
Because at
Whereas
the
I
beginning,
think
beginning did say Marvel Studios. This is with them in under their studio. This is before they became like completely independent. The first few movies was done under Paramount. I'm just wondering why this one wasn't. If there's a reason why Universal had it and not this one.
I'm going to verify that while we're watching this.
I'm just wondering. You have to slap them though. That's funny. I'd be at like 200 by now as I punch that guy in the face.
Yes, you would.
Like, I mean, like, I'd like Mark Ruffalo as the Hawk. You think it would have been the same if they'd have stuck with him? Or is it better for Mark Ruffalo?
I don't think it would be the same, like exactly the same. But I don't think he did a bad job as the Hawk, though. Because honestly, I was kind of questioning Mark Ruffalo in being the Hawk, but he grew on me. Like he grew on me. I'm like, okay, but I think he would have did okay too, though.
Yeah, I think when they said Mark Ruffalo, I was definitely like that guy. Like seriously. But he did grow on me. Like I think he, he did good here. I don't know. I think it'd have been different. But I kind of think Mark Ruffalo would have been better. I mean, well, obviously he is better, but I think Mark Ruffalo was the better choice.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Well, we'll bring this out, or you can bring this out when we do our review tomorrow. But for Universal do own the right for Hawk.
Still?
Yeah. Universal can do Hawk movies. Hence on why this is the only independent Hawk movie.
Right.
Marvel only has the rights to Hawk to include them in their movies, but they cannot make a solo movie of Hawk.
Okay.
I'm just wondering how did they get She-Hulk then?
They probably only showed, but you know how it is. They probably separated it. No, and it's like because Universal's probably like no one wants a She-Hulk movie, even though that would be awesome.
Right.
So they're probably like, yeah, just give us the Hawk. Now, wait a minute. Is She-Hulk live action or is that a cartoon? That's live action?
That's live action.
Okay. Because, cartoons are different for some reason.
Yeah, they probably work something out. I did have another fact here. Interestingly enough, the director's original choice was Mark Ruffalo.
Really?
Yes, wow. Marvel wanted Edward Norton.
Did Marvel switch to Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah, I forgot what happened, but there was, couldn't do Edward Norton, so then we got Mark Ruffalo.
That's interesting.
Another interesting fact with Universal and owning rights to the Hawk is that, of course, rights expire. But every time Marvel use Hawks in their movie, it extends their contract with Hawk.
Huh.
So it prolongs it from expiring.
That was smart of Universal, I would have to say.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, it's been a while. All right, right here. The Portuguese word for hungry and angry are not similar. So
Maybe he just. Is it similar to the Spanish word for hungry and angry?
I don't know. Okay, maybe he's getting mixed up with Spanish, you think?
I don't know. Yeah, for angry in Spanish is enojado. Hungry is hambre.
Ome? I think it's Ome is what he said. Yeah, I'm gonna say nah. They just wanted that joke in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, how many English-speaking people would catch that?
None.
Yeah. I mean, the whole deal that they did, like, this was so much better than the original Hulk. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, but I think Ang Lee, he just took too many liberties, and then he was just kind of all over the place.
Plus, that CGI was bad. Oh my
Also
god.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, in the Hawk, like the real story, I can't he did this to himself, right?
Yeah.
Is that the real story?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know what he was working on. Now, in this universe, he was working on a super soldier serum, but I think without knowing. Like, he didn't know he was working on a super soldier serum, but he was, and it went wrong. Which...
So,
Go ahead.
why does everyone test things on themselves, though? I just feel like Science 101 is don't use it on yourself.
Well, when we watched Contagion, isn't that what they did? They always tested on
That was
themselves.
kind of different. That was like a world, like, hey, we need this now. We don't have time to be testing people.
Oh.
The world is not a...
I don't know. I don't know why he tested it on himself.
Right, though? Like, y'all have, like, no rats and monkeys you're supposed to do this with first?
Yeah. Well, I think in the comics, it was an accident, right? Like, he tried to
That's my
save somebody.
question.
Like Rick Jones,
Yeah.
I think it was, right?
Yeah, so, like, that's what I remember from the cartoon, but I wasn't sure how accurate the cartoon was.
I thought the actual story was that they were testing a gamma radiated bomb, and that the character Rick Jones was driving through the testing field, and he ran out to save him, and he saved him, but he didn't get back in enough time, and he got caught in the explosion, which exposed him to gamma radiation.
Gamma radiation. Yeah, that's how it happened in our cartoon, which holds up. Besides, the animation doesn't hold up, but that cartoon is still good. I'm
thinking that's the actual Marvel story.
Okay,
I mean,
so the main Marvel story is that. Now, what they did for this movie comes from the Ultimate comics. In the Ultimate comics, he was working on a super soldier serum.
Always working on super soldier serum. Now, technically, doesn't that mean it worked? I mean, he is super.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for. All right, so here, okay, so the blood kills Stan Lee, right? From gamma poisoning. So it's like ingesting it won't work, but like with his cousin, it kind of establishes that like you have to, I guess, be related to him or it be a transfusion or something in order for it to make you a Hulk.
Because it was in her blood, right? That's how she got it, right?
Yeah, because it just kills Stan Lee. And
Right.
I guess you have to be a special person. I don't know.
Well, isn't that kind of true with everything, right? Like, why did the super soldier serum work on Steve Rogers? Everyone else was just like, oh, this isn't quite right.
Yeah.
Right. That's true.
Hey, let's be real. The MCU has got a ton of super soldier serums. Winter Soldier got some.
Yeah.
The Hawk was working on some.
Right, for something to have been lost, everyone sure got their hands on it.
Yeah. Apparently, remember Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? That Centipede program?
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
a derivative from the super soldier serum. And
Yep.
Extremis, but yeah.
I just feel like Marvel had one idea and it was like, let's just run with it.
Run
Super
with it.
soldiers.
Yup.
Yep.
Like how everything is basically like Hydra, AIM, other one with the acronyms. Just like, yo.
Just acronyms.
Yeah. I wonder is the hand an acronym too?
I don't think so.
No. I don't think so.
Interesting universal fact. They also own the rights to Submariner.
No.
Not anymore.
So Marvel cannot produce a solo Submariner movie. He can be in
You don't need
movies.
a solo movie.
He can be in movies, like they can use him, but they cannot produce a solo movie.
No, they got their rights back.
We
Only
don't
you.
need a solo.
They got the rights back to Submariner.
No, they can use him in a movie.
No, they can make a solo movie. They got it back.
Oh, okay. I thought already.
Okay, has there been a Submariner movie? Universal can't still have the rights to it.
They
How
said
come no one wants to see
own-
that? Why it hasn't been a movie?
that's true, but it said that they own rights to two characters, which was Hawk and Submariner.
Currently? Because
Yes.
I could have sworn I heard that Marvel got the rights to Submariner back, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't think no one wants to see a solo Submariner movie.
You don't want to see that?
Real.
I think that'd be pretty dope.
Oh no, I don't want to. It's gonna be like Aquaman all over again.
It doesn't mean it's going to be like Aquaman. It could be different.
It definitely means it's gonna be like Aquaman.
Submariner is like
Basically the same character. So the Submariner kills people.
and Submariner can be a bad guy because he's like usually
Thanks,
both. They just shot the dog.
Yeah,
That's rude. You can't shoot dogs in movies.
I have to say no animal was harmed in the filming of this movie in the beginning.
I mean, I guess it's smart to have dogs around. That will definitely alert you if people are coming. Yo, I just have to say, this dude had this planned, like, to the T.
Yeah. I have to, don't you? Oh. I missed it. How did you know they were coming?
Googled it. I Googled it again. And yes, Universal has the same rights of the Hulk with the Submariner. He can be used in any Marvel movie. They just cannot produce a solo one.
That's fine. I again say we don't need a solo one.
Nah. Yes. But also looking that up also confirmed my other thing that I brought up earlier about Black Panther.
I don't believe you.
No, it's confirmed.
Let's see. Again, it wasn't showing up on my thing. Didn't show up. I saw what article you looked at.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust Derek with any
I
information.
don't.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Hey,
dude.
you already know. A secret. Real talk.
No, I mean, I guess the U.S. probably would do something like this. Can they just go up in Brazil and conduct a military operation?
Technically,
You gotta
no.
let Brazil know what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Brazil said, yeah. But then I don't know. If you tell
y'all
Brazil, like, yo, we got
y'all
a giant
see
green
that?
mustard running around.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did y'all see that though?
Or the dude just take a
That's
spill.
looking at it.
Yeah. I guess he realized he wasn't running on the roof.
One of those things you gotta know the terrain. I like how in movies they always miss when they're shooting. Like you always miss.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
And that
Like,
the guy who never shot a gun before shoots the highly trained guy.
Yeah. And somehow he gets him in one shot.
Yeah. So this guy that does this every day.
Right. He's a hitman. He has already killed 10 people in the movie.
I feel like this entire time that dude has been hesitating. You know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of times he had got this dude and he always hesitated.
I never noticed that until now. Why doesn't he have a gun?
Right? Is he the general who normally wouldn't even be on the ground? Let's get that real.
See, that's what I'm saying. This is probably not even the U.S. government probably didn't even sanction this. You know how Ross is.
Yeah.
True.
But let's say this in real life. There's probably a bunch of unsanctioned missions that goes on without us even knowing.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, now we know Bruce Banner can at least defend himself fight.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense too, if you don't want to Hawk out all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure if you get punched in the face hard enough, that's it.
He didn't learn he's always angry yet?
Nah, that's the result of this movie.
That will work, though. I mean, if you're always angry, then you can control turning into...
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you can maintain being angry without turning to him, then, yeah.
Think about how high 187 beats per minute is. That's
I was
incredibly
thinking
high.
that. They're 200 beats per minute. And then there's a scene later on where he can't do a certain thing. Yeah, dude, does your heart reach 200 beats a minute for that?
It shouldn't, honestly. If he's been working out this entire time,
Right.
shouldn't it be that high? If he's in shape, then that means your heart's not going to be no 200 beats per minute. That's insane.
Sadly, all these guys died.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you don't go around picking on people, huh?
You just shoot these guys. Oh.
Well, apparently shooting him doesn't even work. Because he just turns into the Hawk.
Yeah. Which, that's why I don't understand. Oh, but those tranquilizers, though. That wasn't a bullet.
Oh, my thing is, so again, you don't think they took too long to do this?
Yeah, they did.
It took too long.
I think there was only one transformation on camera in this movie.
Better if you don't see it. I don't think.
Yeah, what's up with my dude's face, though? He looked like he already got punched. Alright. I did really like this scene. Because it makes Hawk like it's a monster movie, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like the guy disappeared and only his shoe falls.
Yeah.
No, I thought the first bullet bounced off. I just stopped reading.
Yeah.
Man.
You
Now
would
they're
think
go
that
live.
with all superheroes, even with villains. Like I was thinking the other day, watching, it was either Supergirl or Arrow. It's just like people still rob banks. You know, they still holding up gas stations, and it's just like, why?
Because what are the chances that you run into them?
A lot. They're in Metropolis. That's like a city.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
He's
okay.
really fast.
It's kind of like with Superman. Like, why do you even attempt to shoot at him? Like, why are people always shooting at Superman? You would think by now you would be like, oh, you can't.
Dude is bulletproof.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you
Or
doing?
Luke Cage. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, really? Like, this is public knowledge.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't commit any crimes in Metropolis. Gotham, yeah, because Batman's human. He can't catch everybody.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Metropolis.
that dude's dead. Oh, that dude's dead too.
Yep.
Yep.
Let
Man.
me
Oh,
turn.
did he make it? Did he make it?
Yeah, why didn't he turn? It seemed like a good idea.
Oh, now
He
he's
made it.
Dude, he
Nah, he's
turned
dead. Why is the Hawk just walking around? Oh, he's trying to leave. Okay. He's trying to leave. All right. Dude.
That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense.
Like, he's still shooting.
Hey, I'll be out.
Yep.
I'll be telling Ross, like, yo, dude, on your own.
Yeah, and then he signs up for it again after this. I would have been like, you didn't tell me that this is what we were fighting. Like, you said we were after some
like,
guy.
This guy's dangerous.
Yeah. So now they got all his
Like,
stuff.
what could kill the Hawk? Can you just drown him? That works. Drowning works for everybody.
I guess. Yeah, you said that with Wolverine. But no, Wolverine just comes back after drowning, apparently. You gotta let his body decay. I don't know.
I feel like once your heart stopped right, your brain dead, how you come back from that? You're dead.
Apparently the cells still regenerate.
How?
It doesn't make scientific... Okay, we're talking about a guy with metal on his bones and he's not dead. So I think we can just suspend the drowning disbelief. I don't know with the Hawk. Because how are you going to drown him?
All right, you gotta be able to hold him underwater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could drown him, you could, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I guess so.
I don't know. I gotta figure out how do you hold the Hawk underwater? Maybe just waterboard him until he dies.
Okay. I think waterboarding requires you to have someone strapped down
Oh yeah. That might
and
not work
upside
either.
down.
It doesn't necessarily have to be upside down for it. I mean, it's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I never take that guy seriously.
Who, Blonsky?
Yeah.
Yeah. This doesn't look tough,
And he always
right?
wins.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
He was good and lied to me.
Yeah, that's different. This guy's supposed to be like this tough military guy, and I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. Dude, I would be like, you just wake up in some random place, too. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, his pants were able to stretch that much. It's amazing.
Man, I was just thinking that because in the Avengers, that old man was like, "Are you an alien?"
Oh yeah, because he said he was naked. Well, why did he assume that's the thing about Avengers. I guess when we watch that, we'll get to it. But why did he assume that he was going to shrink back down? I'm like,
No, I don't think he was. But that old man was so nonchalant. He's just like, whatever.
Guatemala.
Where's that at? Who knows the geography? I mean, I know where Guatemala is. I mean, compared to Brazil.
I don't know, to be honest.
They're next to
In
each other?
comparison, no. Plus, we don't know where in Brazil he was, because Brazil is huge.
Oh, true. Brazil's big. They next. I don't know. And I feel like a real dummy. Everyone's gonna be like, you dumb Americans don't know your geography. Sure don't.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true.
Sure don't. I mean, I can point out Brazil on the map.
Yeah.
Apparently, I can't point out Guatemala.
No. I mean, I think they made Abomination look better than he does in the comics, because he looks dumb in the comics.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I don't mind about it. I don't think I like his actor choice, I guess.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm being too picky. I don't know. He just doesn't seem commanding.
Yeah. So, the music playing here, which I know we can't hear it, but the music playing here is the same sad music that they would play from the 70s TV show when David Banner, as he was called in that TV show, for dumb reasons.
Hi.
I won't get into it, but it was dumb.
Okay.
What was it, CBS? I think it was CBS. They thought Bruce sounded a certain way, so they changed his name to David.
I knew it because they was thinking Bruce was a stupid name. Yeah. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You have Bruce Wayne.
Right.
So.
But every time, he would have to move on, they would play that sad music. So another nice touch by Marvel there.
Oh, they should just play the Snoopy sad music.
What?
And Charlie Brown and his head be all down and he be sad.
Yeah.
They played it when Snoopy ran away.
Yeah, that would be nice. How'd this dude get back into... Never mind. I'm not even going to finish that statement.
No, y'all, he was in Mexico now, so how he got from Guatemala to Mexico? Who knows?
Well, he walked. No, I was going to say, how'd he get back into America, but never mind. So...
I was going to be like, did he walk to New York?
Yeah, that's the thing. He had to go all the way to New York without getting... And he's wanted, right?
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, maybe our border protection's not what it is now.
Yeah, this was 2008.
It's better now. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so obviously, the U.S. has been doing super soldier serums, right?
Of course.
Uh-huh.
And that's what they give Blonsky here.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see later on. It's going to come up on the tank, but it says that the serum was made by the same doctor that made Captain America serum. So I'm guessing you think they just, had part of it and tried to remake it? Because he obviously died in the 40s, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of what they've been doing the whole time, right? He was the only one that had everything. So everything, that's why it's never completely successful.
Yeah.
They only have part of it.
Right.
So his notes and whatnot.
Because it's kind of the same way with the Weapon X program. Canada was trying to come up with their own super soldier serum.
Oh, and they thought putting metal in people was a good idea.
I was like, how is that the same? Those are two completely different things.
I don't know. It was basically, they were saying just like how the Cold War was, everybody trying to make nuclear weapons. So it's just everyone's trying to make their own super soldier serum.
Right, what I don't understand is, how do they think, let's say this worked and he turned into a little mini Captain America. How exactly was he going to beat the Hulk?
They thought that it would work.
How?
I don't know.
This guy turns into a giant green monster.
True. I mean, the Avengers didn't try that. They were like, if Hulk goes crazy, we put Iron Man in a big giant suit, not Captain America. So
Right. Send the captain.
yeah, it's a bad idea.
Still don't know how he got here. In 17 days at that.
17 days.
It's amazing.
What? Can you walk from
No.
Texas
No.
to New York in 17 days?
Neither.
No? Okay.
No.
He hitched rides, okay?
No way.
Hitchhiker. Thumbs up, dude.
Okay.
All right.
You find a semi-truck that let you ride with him?
That's true. Now, he probably could have did that. That's the thing.
Elizabeth Ross.
Is Betty a nickname for Elizabeth, or is Betty like her middle name?
Yeah, Betty is a nickname for Elizabeth. Betty, Beth, Liz. You know, it's got a lot of nicknames. I'm like, dude, I mean, you don't want to be caught, but you're stalking over here, dude.
I was just thinking, like,
Hey, he no blur going from you. All you got to do is put on a hat, and you disappear.
Isn't that the disguise always in Marvel movies? Except for he doesn't have sunglasses on. He's just got a hat.
yeah, a hat and sunglasses, and then no one knows who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Captain America did that same exact thing.
And they did it in Ant-Man, too.
They do it in, like, every movie.
We should test that.
Stanley's?
We should test that theory out.
I can't do that. I always have on a hoodie. So do I take the hoodie off as my disguise?
It doesn't work. I'm going to tell you that already. Alright, so this guy voiced, like, some cartoon characters or something like that. Some Marvel cartoon characters. Yeah. Like, back in the day.
Oh, like for the 70 cartoons?
Yeah, or 60s cartoons.
Oh, that doesn't count. And, like, why was he stalking her? Couldn't he just, like, I don't know.
Well, he had to go to the campus to get the
Yeah.
information. And I think since she was there, he just decided to. Yeah.
But they've been watching her because it was like if there's anybody that he would go to would be her.
Yeah.
But he still stalks her, so, like, I mean, yo, just go on the way then.
Very bad idea, yeah. It wasn't too smart.
Always a girl.
Yep, every single time.
There's his sunglasses.
And then we got our mandatory Lou Ferrigno cameo.
Of course.
Hey, you can be like, they didn't need to CGI me. I was the Hawk.
Right.
It's an extra medium.
No, he
Doesn't
had
make any
extra
sense.
medium. Like he had one, an extra one.
Oh,
What?
oh, like an extra one. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. This
What?
Is why we do now.
That's right. You can't be extra medium. That's so dumb.
I'm like, that's dumb. Okay, sorry.
It is an extra in between size. So they turned a science lab into a computer lab? That seems weird.
Blew up.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's true. Well, it didn't blow up. He smashed everything. So this guy here, the student that's in the lab, is the same actor that plays Peter Parker's teacher.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. And
Why is our username so precise?
huh?
Why is our username so Dr. Elizabeth Ross? Like,
Yeah, you know it. It wouldn't even have doctor in it, and it would be E. Ross, 75.
like my work username is like first initial last name.
Or
Yeah,
it's
it'd
just your
be-
first and last name with a dot in between it. Elizabeth
Right,
dot Ross.
like, oh. like Dr. Elizabeth Ross. Like, seriously? You be all day typing that.
Yeah. Why do these computers have an encrypted chat thing on it? Like, this is a university computer, right?
Yeah.
He just clicked on an encrypted chat icon like it's just on every computer.
And I don't know, like, if I snuck into a computer lab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have what I was looking for. I'm not about to start chatting with some random guy.
True.
Like, don't you, like, hurry up and leave?
Yeah, you leave and then you figure out how to get in contact with him later.
Go to the library. I know y'all love that place. Computers are...
Oh, this guy that Elizabeth is with is Doc Samson.
Yeah. From
He's in Modern Family.
Modern Family.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, in the comics, he's Doc Samson.
Ooh.
Oh, he turned the guy with the hair.
Yeah, he's got the green hair. It's super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, why is it? Okay, so him and, all right, so he doesn't turn Samson in the movie, right?
No.
No, does he?
No, he
No.
doesn't.
Oh, him and Abomination basically got the same thing, right? Or no?
Well, the other doctor, like, made, like, a serum kind of with Bruce's blood. So I think that's why it worked on Blonsky.
It worked for Samson, but not for the Abomination?
Well, it worked for... Oh, well, Samson doesn't turn into anything in this movie, so I don't know.
No, but what I'm saying is I just want to know, like, what's the differences? Why one turned into, like, a giant monster, the other guy's just normal, but with hair.
Only his hair was irradiated? I don't know.
Now, just in this past scene, why was Bruce Banner hugged up against the dumpster like that? All he had to do was just crouch behind it.
That's true.
My thing is, if you're going to stalk her, why not just let her know you're here?
True.
It doesn't make any sense. You hiding out in the kitchen and stuff, just be like, hey, girl.
I think this was an accident, though. He wasn't expecting her to be at the restaurant.
The restaurant she go to all the time, but the guy know you and her by name. So
Yeah,
did she
but
go
it
there
wasn't
no
a
more?
smart decision. So I think you're both right. He wasn't expecting her there, but it was dumb of him not to expect her to come there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you already know she's not about to rat out you to her dad. You know that for a fact.
Also, she didn't have an
Hey,
umbrella.
did she just forget about that
Like
other dude?
Yeah, she straight up dipped out.
Dang, Samson, bruh. She did
Yeah.
you dirty.
Yeah.
He ain't waste no time.
It was like, oh, he back? Sorry.
I always like on scenes like this, it just so happened to never be a car behind the other car. We
Yeah,
just stop in the middle of the road and hug each other.
Up in the middle of the road all the time.
Ah, man, I had to be so uncomfortable driving home with wet clothes.
Yeah. Ugh, wet clothes are the worst.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yes, I hate wet clothes. Especially wet socks, dude.
Ugh.
Like a wet spot. Like in the kitchen or something, and you got socks on. Ugh, hate it.
This is why I wear shoes in my house. I do.
All right.
Well, your socks never get
I do
dirty.
need a good pair of house shoes.
Just got some slides which I like. They
Yeah.
feel just like shoes, which is great.
I do want to get the Red Hawk. Like, can we get that? We still have Ross in the MCU, so let's Red Hawk it
Yeah,
up,
but
man.
he's like 90 years old now.
He was 90 years old in this movie.
Well, now he.
Well, you just need CGI for the Hawk. You don't need him to do anything but walk around.
I Oh, yeah, but no, but I'm just saying, like, how much longer he gonna be doing this?
He's in Black Widow.
Yeah.
He's in the age Black Widow.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in Black Widow. And
All
what,
right,
another
so
4 years before we can get a Red Hawk movie?
Probably.
It's gonna be like 110.
So that serum was still blue, but the color was like a little bit off, which is another attention to detail, I guess.
So saying that it's not quite.
Yeah, it wasn't
Real
quite
deal.
perfect. Yeah.
Why are they so obsessed with this?
I don't know. We're
Like,
not
was
like
Captain America like? I mean, he
Because
was
the
cool and all,
government
but
wants to have their own soldiers that they can control.
right, but like okay, so there's no war going on right now.
Yeah, so why is
Okay.
it big?
then I'm like, even if it's exactly the same, no one's gonna be Captain America because what makes Captain America is Steve Rogers.
Right. You're just gonna have a bunch of D-bags running around with super strength.
Basically,
Well, isn't that what happened with Hydra?
it's just gonna be like a bunch of
Yeah.
dudes who's like roid rage all the time.
Yeah, but yeah, that's exactly what happened with Hydra when they made their other 5 Winter Soldiers.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. What the Red Skull was.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Red Skull got a perfect serum too. It was just, well, almost perfect. It messed up his face, but but he wasn't a good person. And I guess how the rules
Right,
work in the MCU is it amplifies your personality too.
Right. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would never get the exact same thing. The Red Skull proves that that's how it works.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That's just kind of dumb. Or maybe they didn't understand that because that guy died.
Maybe. I don't know.
And maybe he was the only one that really understood that.
I'm like injecting into your bones though, dude. First of all, those needles are really long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need
And
to
that
know.
Why does
will,
the
and
needle
that
always
will
have to
really
be that
hurt.
long?
And then yeah, going into the
Pause
spine,
again.
like nah, dude.
Ugh.
And then the sound that it makes. Ah. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Hey, did they lose the pod thing that Captain America used? That was cool.
I don't know.
This was a lot better than that 2-foot long needle.
Dude, that looked way more painful.
It probably is painful. You sticking a needle into my spine? Your spine's nothing but nerves and bone. Like, like, dude, nah, man.
Isn't that how they give you epidurals?
I think it's like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, can I get put to sleep for the like through this? Like,
Why
Why
do
do I
they can
gotta
never
be
get you
awake?
to sleep? Like, at least give me like some crack or something, heroin or something. So I can,
Wouldn't that mess up the whole
I was
thing?
about to say, I don't think it's gonna mix well with the super serum.
this guy already turned into the Abomination. Could it have been worse?
Yeah, because then he can only be super strong when he's higher or something like that.
Right. Yeah. He doesn't turn unless he's stoned.
Like, okay, General Ross was just dumb in this whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how
He's
you
just
gonna
kinda
roll
dumb,
up
you
on a
know?
campus with just military
Yeah,
dudes?
like they have like, don't they have like sneak attacks? They just rolled in, roll over people's cars. How
Oh.
many days later is this? Is this like the next day?
I think it's
The
next.
next day.
Okay.
I'm like, what did y'all think was gonna happen? See, the debut of the Captain America run and Black Panther run and whatever, just
Oh yeah.
the Super Soldier Serum person
I'm
run.
faster. But they never test this stuff out. I'm just saying. That's
And
sell
that's
like
great.
$1 a piece.
I'm like, how do you do all this and expect him not to turn into the Hulk though? Like, yeah, we're gonna get a full-on military invasion going on here. Like, dude, what do you think was gonna happen?
Right.
Also, this whole thing, swallowing the USB, nah, dude.
Nope.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would not been easy to do.
That's.
I was gonna say something stupid, but never mind. We are gonna post this, so never mind.
Yeah, nah, dude. But I guess that's one way to get it to survive.
You know
if you
what's
turn into
another
Hulk.
thing too? As soon as he ran into that library, they wouldn't have ran in after him.
Because civilians.
I already broke a bunch of laws.
Because of civilians, yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been on a campus like that.
Campus. Yeah, no, they don't care. They definitely would have. What was I supposed to do? On the bridge now. Didn't they already see what happens?
They trying to put him to sleep or to knock him out.
Yeah, no.
Right, I'm like, this goes with your drowning theory. As soon as he couldn't breathe, he turned into the Hulk.
Yeah, but that's different. Because if he has to be able to not get out of the water. It's the only way it's gonna work. 'Cause even as the Hulk, he still gotta breathe.
Expensive.
Just go to Wally World.
All right, what do y'all think about this design of the Hawk?
I
I
like
don't like
it.
the hair.
I mean, it's definitely a lot better than the other one. I think the color's off. Like, he's too pale.
He's too green, you think?
The
I
wrong
want to say
kind
like
of green.
like it's a hair to me that gets it wrong. Like it's a little the green's a little off. It seems also kind of small.
Yeah.
But to me, like the main thing that's off-putting is the hair.
Also, the muscles are like, I don't know.
I think it's too much,
Yeah.
too tight.
Yeah, I don't like they got like too many lines in them, I guess. I don't know. Like you can see the fibers of his muscles.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's what they was trying to bring out, though.
He's like all muscle.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like I would just stop.
Yeah, I'm like, what do y'all expect to accomplish here? Like the bullets aren't going through his skin.
Yeah.
And the dude just threw an engine. Like,
Yeah.
all right, these two people are actual characters.
Really?
Yeah. One's a reporter from the TV show. The other's a kid that used to hang out with the Hawk until he died.
Oh, other than what was that boy's name? Rick?
Yeah, Rick Jones. Who also turns into a Hawk. Like, there's a lot of different people turning into the
They
Hawk.
all Hawk is like Iron Man.
Yeah. Well, like, Betty turns into a Red Hawk, apparently.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Betty's still a thing? They stay together in the comics?
How is this?
Yeah, they got married.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, okay.
How did he's shrugging off you surface the air missiles that you shooting them with, and then you
And
just
you gonna
pull
use a
out.
handgun?
Yeah.
Whatever you got, I guess. Maybe it's like a shark, like hit him in the eye or something and that gets him. I don't know.
Right, I don't know. All right, so these are the Stark weapons here.
They used that first.
Yeah, probably should have used them first. I mean, I guess this was a smart thing. You definitely should have used this first. Like, all that other stuff was pointless.
And got a lot of people killed.
Yep. So we saw this happen a few other times. War Machine had one of these built into his suit in Civil War, and the drones in Spider-Man Far From Home used the same technology, which both are Stark tech, so kind of makes sense. See, that continuity, I really like it'd be small stuff, but just having continuity, I think, is awesome.
Yeah, it is. I do like that they pay attention to everything. So, like here, when he's like weakened, is that when you start using other weapons or something on him? Just
You
like,
should.
Is he really weakened? I think it just stopped him. Like, I still don't think a bullet was gonna do anything.
I mean, maybe not a bullet, but I don't know, something else. Or at least like give it a try, right?
Yeah.
It's just like when Superman's like weakened with kryptonite. That's the time you stab him in the heart.
Right. No, everybody wants to sit and talk to him at that point.
Right.
This is my favorite part right here.
This is so funny, though. Is that it? Apparently, it wasn't. It wasn't it.
I mean, what are you talking about? He like, what did he think was going to happen?
You know, like, you're just standing up there. And I like how they think he's dead. And they're just like, oh, well, let's go. Like,
is that all you got?
and see, here's the other thing. Like, okay. He was fighting everyone that's attacking him. She's not attacking him. He's not fighting.
Well, duh. If we stop shooting him, he'll stop going crazy.
Yeah. Also, she's the only person in the MCU movies to call the Hulk Bruce without him flipping out. Every other time someone calls him Banner or Bruce, he flips
Or
out.
would he flip out on the other people?
Huh?
Because the Hulk also loves Betty too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's two different personalities.
Yeah, he flips out on other people because he doesn't like being called Bruce Banner.
Right.
But I guess that makes sense. The Hulk likes Betty too.
There's no way in the world she gets through that not being hurt. He can't cover her up that well.
I mean, she might have had some burns or something. I don't know.
In that type of explosion, no way.
Hey, I don't know. It works
Yeah, I
for
mean-
Wolverine.
Yeah, if it doesn't go through him, it's a covering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the shield.
that makes sense.
So,
I like how you
that guy
can.
does it.
Yeah. Or does he live
Was he
there?
there when Bruce was just camping out there?
I guess not. Maybe he doesn't live there.
Oh, okay.
I like how he's talking about his daughter right now.
Yeah.
He's just like, well, she's aiding a fugitive. Like, fine, that dude. Also, you can tell that rain isn't. It really isn't raining right now. Like they're just pouring water on the set.
Oh yeah.
I like how the one soldier is walking. So I'm like, is he gonna walk the whole way?
Maybe
The
there's a
cars
car around
across
the
the
corner.
street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. They just didn't show it. How come in all movies, like the monster's like in love with the girl? Like, isn't that
I don't
everything?
know.
Wasn't it like King Kong
Yeah.
It
and
humanizes them.
whatever other monster?
Yeah, I guess it humanizes
Okay.
them.
It shows that they have a heart and that they're not the monster that everybody portrays them to be.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. She gotta do this. It's getting real low.
Hey, big guy.
Same thing. It's time
But
to come home.
I guess at this point, the Hawk is still new. So, like, maybe he doesn't have time to be upset that everyone keeps calling him Banner. Like, maybe he's not that angry at Banner yet.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. This doesn't look great.
No. Yeah, the CGI here didn't really hold up. It was ambitious for them to try doing it with him supposedly being wet. Like, that's
Right.
probably not a
Yeah,
good
it just
idea.
looks cartoony.
Yeah. He just he just looks shiny. I mean, they got some water droplets on him and stuff.
Uh, I take it back. I don't like how this Hulk looks. The more I see it, the less I like it.
Yeah, when I first saw Avengers, at first I was like, man, I like the other one better, but I definitely like the Avengers Hulk Onward more than this.
Yeah. That dude would have been spaghetti. His whole insides would have just been a mush.
I think that's what they said.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
They said he broke almost every bone in his body.
I don't know. I mean, ain't he like Humpty Dumpty? You can't put that back together.
Nah.
Yeah, even if you have a healing factor, right? What makes your bones go back? It would just heal with them in the wrong place.
Right?
I guess we're gonna have to just accept this. And his pants are still on again. See? Wow. Those are jeans. Dude, he like if he was wearing jeans, he would have bust straight out of those. Like,
Right?
like there is no stretch to that. I go up like if I gain 2 sizes, the jeans I'm wearing right now would not be able to go past my thigh. Like,
Have no give.
dang, gotta get my dude some clothes, man.
I'm just thinking, I hate her shoes.
I didn't even notice
I
her
didn't
shoes.
even pay attention to her shoes.
PTSD?
This dude
Yeah.
is skinny.
Yeah, he's kind of skinny. It's an awkward way to fall down.
I know he's supposed to be skinny, but this dude is skinny.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't have him walk
well-
around with like ripped jeans.
Hey, what was he gonna do?
So you just threw it up.
Here.
You have to wait till that passed, dude.
Yeah.
There's
It's
no
been in his
way.
stomach too long.
Yeah, a whole day, there's no way you can just throw that up.
And there's no way that it
Became
comes up
popular.
looking at Christine too.
Yeah.
He's through a lot of stuff.
Well, that was metal. It probably would have. It would have made it through.
Was it stainless steel?
Maybe.
Then what kind of stainless steel?
Or maybe it's plastic. Maybe it's just painted plastic. You're not digesting that either.
Not all plastic is corrosion resistant. I mean, most is, but then it's like, what kind of plastic?
Yeah, so I guess he didn't even have a name yet. Like, he wasn't called a Hulk until just now.
Oh, right, because it was just before, like, Green Monster or whatever.
Yeah.
Supposed to be his disguise. Give him a haircut.
Right here.
But she
It
just
looks
cut
the
it.
same.
Like, it does look exactly the same. Also, why is his hair longer when he turns into the Hulk?
Dude, I told you that hair is off-putting. Was it just like a regular haircut? Like, morning for my life, but it's time for my once-a-month haircut?
I guess so. I don't think it was the time for a haircut right now. Like, time is of the essence. We could have left the haircut.
I'm just saying.
You always got to get your hair cut when you get new clothes.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that was a thing.
No, you buy a new outfit, get your hair did.
So here's what I'm saying. Does your heartbeat go to 200 like beats per minute?
First of all,
like,
your heartbeat should never go to 200.
I'm like,
It really shouldn't.
and how is this going to turn you into the Hulk, dude? Like, all right. Guess life sucks for you.
It's not going to go to 200.
Right, because then it's just like, then you don't turn to just the Hulk when you're angry.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, he's not angry right now.
No, I guess it's if he gets too excited or whatever, which is fine. That makes sense to me. I'm just saying they should have chose a different number besides 200.
Oh, I guess they were saying adrenaline.
Right, which is fine. That makes sense.
Okay,
But it shouldn't be 200.
That makes sense then. But no, you should not. Your heart rate should not be that high.
Right. Your heart getting up that high, you need to do some more cardio, dude. A lot more cardio.
Yeah. Did they give him more after this?
I don't know. You say?
I'm trying to remember. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Why they always gotta touch people weirdly? They did this in Iron Man. like, dude. Stop caressing my shoulder.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you see a real muscly person, you want to touch it?
I guess.
I don't know. Okay, they just not discovered that they can check all that. How long y'all been at that motel?
Did she get the motel with a credit card?
Probably.
Means they already know you're there.
They already know you're there.
Yeah, $40 ain't that much.
Ah. Here's the thing, they already know you're there, right?
Just run.
Take all the cash you can now and leave. You're gonna come up there, but you'll be, 30 minutes away somewhere else.
Yeah.
Leave all the stuff there.
That's what I'm saying. But you gotta get your cash first.
Oh, I guess they didn't use credit cards. Oh, she just paid with cash. Okay. Oh, no, they're buying a car. All right. So this was dumb. Because he contacted... Yeah. So, like, you might as well use credit cards if you were going to do this. Like, oh, they won't track this. And that was just a regular email. It wasn't encrypted or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been encrypted this whole time. This whole time you've been talking to him encrypted, and then this particular time you decided not to.
How would they know?
True. That part. You're right about that.
No, they got the laptop from when he was in Brazil.
If it's encrypted, he saved those old messages. Why bother in encrypting it?
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess so.
Right? Go
No,
all
I
of
think
this
the
so they can't track
encryption
me?
the encryption just goes for the data transfer.
Right, so they don't know
messages
where you
are
got
on
it
the-
from.
Yeah, but the messages are on the machine, so they
So
know the alias is Mr. Green and Mr. Blue. They know that. They just didn't know who Mr. Blue was.
My thing is, if I go to the trouble of encrypting my message, why would I not delete it?
It's still on the hard drive, even if he did delete it.
You can erase your hard drive. I mean, either we're going to be a spy or we're not going to be a spy. Can't go halfway.
Hey, look, I'm
Either
just trying
you're doing
to.
things in secret or you're not.
I don't know.
I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. So I go through all of that, then I mean, delete your history.
I don't know if it's gonna be that easy, but well, I mean, he was dumb anyway for just sending an email. Let's put it that way.
Well, no, that was very dumb. I'm just saying. I mean, if he went through all of that, he needs to be secretive and all of that. I feel like you erase everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So how is it that all this time until Infinity War, Bruce Banner's like, wow, maybe I shouldn't get rid of it. Maybe I should try to control it.
I don't know. Because, I don't know. You gotta learn about yourself.
But that was the whole premise in the comic books, though. Like that was the whole thing, like of him trying to get rid of it.
Get rid of it, yeah.
I mean, do you blame him, though? Just
No.
because at first he was so out of control. That's the thing. It was
Yeah.
one thing if you turn to the thing and it's normal, but he's like out of control.
Yeah, I would get rid of it too, because like I don't, you don't want to just randomly turn into
Yeah,
a big giant green rage monster.
exactly. I've been wanting to say that. I thought you might judge me.
They probably should have just walked.
For real though.
Also, if I was in a cab like that, I'd be like, "Excuse me, dude."
People in New York drive by their own rules. It's always interesting. Drive on the wrong side of the street. Weird left turns. Like, oh,
Yeah.
this is what we doing? Okay.
Man, I don't know if I
No.
would be going to New York. Like, I'll be like, "All
That's
right,
just
Dr.
good.
Stearns, you got to meet me somewhere else." Oh, I guess they needed his lab.
I don't know. Maybe in upstate New York where nothing is.
Yeah. No, Colonel Mustard. No. Sorry. And see, here's the thing. So whatever they did, it wasn't a lasting cure.
Yeah.
So nothing you can do.
And I know we mentioned earlier about the Hulk, about with Bruce Banner, of him wanting to get rid of it. but it's still that same premise. Like when it comes to a hero, like they battle with continuing being a hero or not wanting to be a hero anymore because of disappointments or failure. So it still holds the same premise.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite end of the coin, though.
I'm like, yeah, this feels completely different. One is I'm out of control. You know, like at this point, he has no control over what the Hawk does. Wakes up someplace like, oh, how'd I get into Guatemala? Like that's completely different. I definitely want to get rid of that.
Yeah, I feel like he got another dosage.
Yeah, I guess so. That was a bad
Like, cause
idea.
he looks so weird right now. Like that looks bad.
Yeah. His body's turning in.
Every bone in his body got broken.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what you guys said of it not healing properly.
I don't know. I don't remember them saying. Did they say that?
Yeah, they said he broke everything. Everybody.
No, not that part. If they gave him extra.
I don't remember. Whatever's going on, it ain't good.
Oh, this guy really turned into the big head guy in comics?
Yeah, the leader is Dr. Stearns.
Yeah, I wish I knew these things, so when I see the movie, I can be like, oh, that guy.
Yeah, I'm like, we're probably never gonna get a leader in the MCU.
It's fine. The leader's not really.
No, he's a.
Well, I'm like, since we're not gonna have a individual Hulk movie, there will be no point.
Sure.
Just like I didn't realize, like that's who he was going to be, and I just feel like if I read comic books, once I hear the name, I can be like, oh yeah, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So this is like the first and only full transformation you see, or do we count the one where it was all smoky in the overpass?
Yeah. Well, we had his hands and his legs. That counts, or not?
I guess so. I'm like, they couldn't induce an episode another way. You're gonna shock him in the head.
What did you want to do? Shoot him?
I don't know. Maybe slap him or something.
It's not enough. Punch him in the face.
Stab
him. There you go.
Oh, stab him.
Yeah. I would not be standing that close.
Nope, I wouldn't either.
No, I would have dipped out. I'm like, no, we're good.
Oh, never mind.
I think this dude's staring at him.
Right, like, dude. I'm like,
right, like, dude,
job you need to be doing, like
bruh.
Interesting.
You know what? That makes sense on why Abomination looked the way he did. Because he did not heal. He didn't heal right.
I think he just looked that way because they put the serum in his spinal cord.
Yeah. I should look these people up. I don't know how they became who they are.
What, the Abomination?
Yeah.
Oh, gamma explosion or something weird like that.
Always. Like it affects everyone so differently.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like, well, that's just what we said about the super soldier syndrome, right?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Abomination in this movie looks more like Doomsday than Doomsday in Justice League.
Yeah.
So his body is producing gamma radiation. Like, from what he just said, like, it's releasing gamma radiation. When he transforms, it's releasing gamma radiation.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
So the thing is, he would have to get rid of the radiation in his body, like, period.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you do that?
His body is producing it. Which, we understand that this is a comic book, but in real life, he'd be dead.
Yeah, well, they even said that in Avengers. Tony Stark said, like, anybody else would be dead, but you're not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't mean, I don't know. He's already crazy in the head, and then getting ready to just amplifies that.
Yeah. I'm like, can you reproduce blood? Like, is that possible?
That it blood, sure. Right? Only one of it will be legit.
I guess so. But my thing is, what do you expect to do? He's like, we'll make humans impervious to disease, and there will be giant green monsters?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a good
That work?
idea.
Right. I'm the same way. Destroy it all. Nope. Don't even do it.
Yeah, like you don't know what it's gonna do. That's insane.
Yeah. And like you said, at this point, the Hawk is just crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't control it. It's just, yeah. How you be like, oh, we can use this to fight diseases. How exactly? It's the military now. This is the third time they come up against this guy.
Yeah.
Using all the same stuff you did the first two times. Didn't work.
Yeah, I think they need a better plan. Maybe
Right?
they should sit back and wait till they have a plan before they go after him. Just saying.
Just saying, like, I mean, that's the definition of insanity.
Because
isn't it?
they had a sniper on him, right? Y'all know that
Yeah.
didn't work. In general, he just turns into the Hawk. Like, if he didn't cure himself, he would have hawked out.
Now
Or-
here, to break his neck. Right?
He wants the Hulk though.
They don't want him dead. They want the Hawk.
Why? You think you're gonna be able to control the Hawk?
Yeah, they do. Because they're dumb.
How? He can't control the Hawk. I'm just saying. He's
But
at
see,
his
here's this
peak.
line.
He says,
If you took it from me, I'm going to put you in a hole for the rest of your life. So it's like, they don't...
how do they feel that they are in control of? They have control of that. Like you're a weapon and you're in our control now.
Yeah, that's what they want.
Right. But how exactly they think they're just gonna get this guy to fight for you? How's that gonna work?
It wouldn't.
Feel the love.
Now, this third act isn't really great. I will give that.
It's not. But they couldn't figure out how to end it.
Right, they got here and they're like, two CGI people fight.
Why are you always hitting?
Why are you always hitting people? Oh yeah,
See, that's insane.
this is when Marvel was afraid to use people's names. He's like, the mixture can be an abomination.
Like, how much? Like, this guy was already right. He's super strong now. He's fast.
Yeah, he still
Do you
lost to
need
the
more?
Hulk though. Yeah,
Right.
because he lost.
And he didn't come back.
'Cause
He didn't come back the same.
Well, if it's a derivative of the super soldier serum, it just heightens your own personality traits already.
Yeah.
And remember, he was 39, still out in the field, and he was saying, you should be at a desk by now. And he's like, no, I want to be out there fighting. Like, so
Yeah.
he was always
Yeah.
like, had that competitive mentality.
It's more than competitive, though. I mean, like, from the beginning, like, you see the type of stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
He had issues. They probably just discharged him a long time ago. Being crazy.
Probably.
%. That's a lot. What kind of math are they doing?
They're not scientists.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Did he put something in himself already or no?
Who, Stearns?
Mixed up what he had already. That's what he was
No,
telling.
Stern-
No, not for the. I'm talking about for Stearns.
No, Stearns didn't take anything.
It was Banner's blood mixed in with his blood.
Oh, that's weak.
Also, your skull is in between your brain.
That's why I said that's weak.
Yeah.
Unless he cracked his skull. That's weak. I don't like it.
And if his brain was just starting to grow, then wouldn't it have just been crushed in his skull? Because your skull doesn't expand. Just
Yeah, right,
No,
right.
it does
yeah.
not.
Hey, let's face it, guys. A lot of these heroes and villains was created in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
Hawk wasn't.
I just feel like, I don't know. And then I'm like, is that even how he becomes the leader in the comic books? I don't think it is.
No.
It was weak.
The Hulk had.
We
The
needed
Hulk
an
had
excuse, so. I like how they're like, it's the Hawk. And he's like,
Like, nah.
no. And see, this just proves that they were dumb to think that they could do something like this and
Right.
and have it.
Right. When a guy in your own team became uncontrollable.
Yeah. Sound like the government for real. So the
Because
leader.
how would you really? Like, how would you control them? Like,
You won't.
Yeah.
You
if
wouldn't
I'm
be
that
able to.
strong, why would I listen to you?
Right.
Right, I have no reason, so I can do whatever I want.
So the leader got his powers. He was a janitor working at a chemical plant, and he was moving radioactive materials. And he dropped some of them, and they exploded. And
He was
he
a
got
janitor?
exposed. Yeah, and he got exposed to gamma radiation. Skin green, and he became super intelligent.
That's a dumb
That's also
version.
weak.
That's
Yeah.
dumber than the one in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder they didn't use
And-
that.
In correction, Darren, the Hulk came out in 1962 in the comics.
You said
The
40s.
40s and the 50s does different.
60s is not the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a nuclear scare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was in the 40s.
Was that 40s?
Nuclear?
They were doing all the
Like
bunker
nuclear
stuff?
reactors and stuff.
Oh, were people afraid of nuclear? I thought they was afraid of.
No, that's Cold War. Yeah, 60s.
Yeah.
Cold War.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is around that time. Yeah.
He had to hit every car.
Apparently he did.
Like it's like going out of his way to hit cars.
I mean, like, if the CGI was a little better, they could have used this model for Doomsday. I'm just saying.
Oh,
They
they
could have.
did a lot of things.
But we're talking about DC though.
Because, I mean, what they use for Doomsday is horrible, man.
So what I don't understand is like she was like, "What have you done?" But he didn't do this.
He actually did. Well, he did give Blonsky the super soldier serum.
Okay, he didn't tell the dude to go give himself the hawk blood.
True. It's like next time we see Ross, he's the Secretary of State. When did, like, how did that happen?
Well, Secretary of State is an appointed position by the president, right?
Yeah.
Isn't
it the same president? Isn't it? I think. Oh, it can't be the same president.
Oh, okay. And he's the Secretary of State. Civil War?
Yeah. That's 2016.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is 2008.
Yeah, different president, for sure.
Yeah. Well, they didn't name the president until Iron Man 3.
Do that so you can say you was in whatever year you wanted it to be.
Yeah. All right, so they did this jump again in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I picked that up. I did notice that in Thor Ragnarok.
And he also didn't turn. Well, he did, but he landed first. Which is funny.
Like, what if that didn't work? Like, dude.
Then he's just dead if it didn't work. Well, I mean, you figured it worked, right? Because he didn't go splat on the ground. He made a hole. So.
Oh, from that far up, wouldn't you make a little hole?
Would you? I don't know. I feel like you just splatter all over the place.
I don't know. I gotta do the math on that. He's not that big of a hole. But I think it has to be a little hole. I mean, he's like, what, 1,000 feet up or something?
Yeah. Now, I have to say, this fight is not interesting.
Nothing about the end of this movie is interesting.
It's weird. It's like it was more interesting seeing Hulk fight the military than the Abomination. Like,
I don't know. I kind of felt like maybe because I spent the whole movie of him running.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we got to show the Hulk can be good. It's like, who does he fight? 'Cause he can't fight a person.
Right.
Right.
Well, at least they didn't go the route of Ang Lee's Hulk. That was just.
Oh, with the little dogs.
And well, when he was fighting his father, and his father can turn into everything.
Yeah.
That's strange.
That was very weird. After he beats the Hawk, then what?
Then he probably just starts killing everybody.
I was like, yeah, he's gonna go on a rage.
Yeah. Because he was already raging for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh, remember this from the video game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pick up a car and use it as... use it as boxing gloves. Also, that little tooth being spit out. Hawk did that in his Hawkbuster fight in Age of Ultron. That was a good Hawk fight.
I've only seen it once. I don't remember.
What?
I've only seen it once. I don't remember.
You only seen Age of Ultron once?
Honestly, if I find the movie just okay,
No, you don't rewatch it. Oh, okay.
Yep. Jar Jar was just okay.
So at this point, Marvel's not good at third acts because Iron Man's third act wasn't that great either.
Yeah, but it wasn't this though.
No, it definitely wasn't this. Also, the third act in Iron Man 2 was bad too.
Yeah.
Actually, middle on of Iron Man 2 was bad.
Okay, I will give you that.
Yep.
I will give you that.
I feel like it's just like they just started off, you know, it's like they gotta find their footing, get the right writers and all of that.
Yeah, this is just a CGI mess.
Oh, dude. I will love their CGI third acts though. Every movie.
Every movie was that, yeah.
Every movie, the final fight is nothing but CGI.
Well, until later on.
What are you talking about? Endgame was nothing but CGI.
Well, you couldn't. What else were you gonna do there? Like they could not do
But
it.
no, I'm saying every movie that's the third and final fight. It's CGI.
Also, I like how everybody in this helicopter died, but Betty Ross and General Ross.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that plot armor is real strong. Like, she got dead bodies all around her. She's okay, though.
Right. Oh, she has one little scratch. She's not even full on bleeding.
I think it is.
And they're wearing protective equipment.
Alive, even if she was to survive that. Broken bones?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she had a scratch. Can we at least get a cut?
My thing is, all the military people are wearing protective equipment. She has on a coat.
Weren't they wearing seatbelts too?
Yeah, yes.
I like how this helicopter crashed and it didn't explode.
Of course.
Not
Well,
yet.
she's gonna get out before.
It's about to explode though.
Yeah, no, it's the plot armor. You can't explode yet.
You know, he has to save Betty first.
So how come the Hulk is... Oh, no, that scar from being stabbed remains throughout all the movies. So if you look at the Hulk, when he transforms into the Hulk, that scar is still on his chest.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't that
That was a
scar
nice touch.
be on his chest when he's Bruce Banner?
I guess so. I don't know.
Probably, but it's not like we want to see Mark Ruffalo without his clothes on. So
Some people do.
no one does.
And this would not work.
So dead. Come on.
Like, how do you extinguish the fire without blowing the helicopter off the building?
True.
Like, like, how does that work? And the gas isn't leaking anymore?
This is some bad CGI.
Yeah. Oh, that is bad. Yeah. I'll give it a pass for the year that it was. CGI wasn't completely up to par.
I don't
What
know.
is he
I'm trying to think
swinging?
of a movie.
Hey, you know what? D, you're wrong. Captain America didn't have a CGI third act.
was the third act of Captain America?
He's on
It did
the
not.
plane.
The plane?
Yeah. Also, it was a lot better than these third acts too. To be honest.
Well, Captain America is like a solo movie. He doesn't
Yeah.
fight anybody.
That's true.
Besides, that plane was CGI.
Okay, you're gonna count the plane. Come on. You're not saying it can't have any CGI. You're like,
Okay,
that
you're
box
right.
over there was CGI.
Alright. One movie without a CGI third act, okay.
That's right. Also, Winter Soldier. Just gonna pick the Captain America movies. Civil War
So you
didn't
got-
have a CGI third act.
It did. Yes, it did.
Okay, Iron Man was CGI. Nobody else was.
No. That whole fight was a ton of CGI. Fine. You don't want to count the third act, count the second act.
Okay. All right, the second act was CGI.
I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying they love it.
At least they got good at it.
I mean, it definitely improves from movie to movie, except for Black Panther. That was bad.
Ah, dude, so bad.
That was bad.
Oh, that was horrible. Like, that almost ruined it. Like, I was like, oh, this is bad.
Because I guess we'll talk about it in movie 15
Yeah.
or whatever.
Whatever movie that is. Yeah, put your guns down, because obviously they don't work.
Right.
So why? He just saved the day. We're still going to shoot him, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You know what? Was it in Avengers when he said he kind of destroyed Harlem? That wasn't really him, though. I mean, they definitely destroyed it fighting. The old boy did a lot of damage before he got there. What happened to Betty Ross?
They make mention of her in a few movies.
I don't know, but it just kind of be like, oh, well, Betty. Wondering, like, why they broke up.
Just sit it.
Something this big can disappear.
Right? It is New York, you know. Kind of makes sense, right? Lost in the tall buildings.
So this is the only movie without an end credit scene?
It does have one, doesn't it?
It happens before the credits, I think.
Does
I don't know. We'll find out.
it? Bro, charge your stuff up. That don't even make no sense.
Right, yeah. It's like they showed the low
Hey.
battery thing like it's the last time you'll see the picture.
Like, charge it up.
Hey, yeah,
like,
plug it
and that's
in.
probably the only picture you got of him.
Alright, so this is the point where he's learned to control it. Well, sort of.
Thought he learned that when he was an little boy. Saying more, he can just turn it on and off as he wants.
He can turn it on when he wants. I don't know, not off. I guess that's the point. Oh, she got the necklace back. None of this is gonna come to do anything. Since we never got another Hulk movie.
Right?
I guess Betty just
Doesn't
don't
show up
exist.
again. Yeah.
Well, at least Universal don't try to be like Sony. Let's make our own Hulk universe without the Hulk.
Yeah, well, if you're Universal, what are you gonna do?
Really can't.
Cool. Oh yeah, see, it happened before the
Oh, it
credits.
was like right afterwards. Oh, ironic. He's drinking a green drink.
What kind of drink is that, actually?
I don't know. I'm trying to think like what drinks are green.
Heineken?
It's actually called the
What a-
Incredible Hulk. You can get a drink called the Incredible Hulk.
I'm gonna look it up. I got a cocktail book. I wonder if it's in there.
Tony Stark. I see the
is
pun
true.
there. The super soldier serum was put on ice. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That look he gave right there. This scene kind of doesn't make sense because Tony's like, we're putting a team together, but then in the next movie, Shield's like, yeah, you're not an Avenger. Like,
But they decided later. Because remember, in Avengers 2, dudes start tripping.
yeah, that's true.
They was probably like, yeah, we can do this without him. We already got all his weapons.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is the Incredible Hulk. Okay, movie. You know, it's a movie.
Still okay.
Yeah. there were some good parts in it. I have to say, rewatching this, if it wasn't for Iron Man and the Avengers, well, no, Captain America was good too. So, if it wasn't for those three,
Phase 1 was kind of weak.
Phase 1 was kind of weak. Actually, you know, I'm sorry. Phase 2, besides Winter Soldier, was weaker.
Well, Phase 2 was not good.
Yeah. I don't know how many people agree with us
You
on
gotta
that.
think about when we're saying about Phase 1, like, we're going back into watching Phase 1 and comparing it to what it is now.
No, honestly, I take it back. I don't think this movie was weak, but I mean, Thor is like not the greatest, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Iron Man is legit good. Captain America is legit good.
Yeah.
And Avengers is great. Phase 1 is cool. They lost themselves in Phase 2. I think they were trying to do too much.
Yeah, and they reined it in. I think what helped Marvel out is the fact that all the movies were connected. That gave them an extra push because, like a TV show, if you're watching a TV show and you see an episode and you're like, oh, that was an alright episode, it wasn't so great, but you still want to know what happens.
Right.
And see,
I
this.
mean, since this is all connected, you have time to redeem yourselves.
Yeah. But, and then again, I think Derek has kind of a point too, because if you're looking at this is coming off of the back of Ang Lee's Hulk, right? We just had a great movie in Iron Man, and then they're like, hey guys, we might be doing Avengers coming up. And then you get this. Yeah, it's alright. It wasn't a bomb though. So, you know, it still kept people going like, alright, you know, that was pretty cool. I want to know what's going to happen next.
The ending is what made people want to see what happened next.
Yeah.
They didn't have Tony Stark at the end. I could care less. Think about it. Tony Stark at the end, you say, whoa, you're going to connect it all, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of Iron Man, you're like, oh, hey, S.H.I.E.L.D. And then, you know, the next movie, Tony Stark's coming there, and you're like, oh, they about to do this for real, for real. But like, if you don't have that
during this time, that how many times they came out with movies and they end with a cliffhanger or with a possibility of being something else, and then nothing happens.
I don't think any movie has done it like this.
No,
not exactly like this, but I'm saying like Thor and Captain America.
Movie that ends in a cliffhanger? Oh,
no, not unless they had a planned sequel already.
yeah, no, yeah. Unless you're talking about Hunger Games, where you knew there was another one coming.
Yeah, and then you got to think, not only it's not a sequel that they're setting up, this is a completely different movie. Because, like, Hulk, this movie is not in the same realm of Iron Man. And I know a lot of people make this argument like, oh, they talk about superhero movies like superhero movie is a genre. And it's like, it's not really. If you take the comic book aspect out of these movies, if these two weren't comic book characters, this is a different genre of movie than Iron Man is.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, I guess they're both action. You could say that. But, you know, you got a sci-fi action.
It's a different type of movie.
Yeah, and this is more horror action, I guess you would put it. I don't know. It's a different type. So the fact that they're tying different kinds of movies together, that was never done before.
I mean, like, you're teasing something completely different. It's not like you're teasing, another Batman movie. You're teasing a teen movie. Now you're teasing, like, a teen get together movie where so far there's only been 2 movies.
True. Right. You don't even know how the other people on the team's going to do.
Right.
Yeah, that was ambitious.
Very. Because you figure if this movie bombs and doesn't work, it's like, do you abandon that idea? You give it another go? After this, Captain America?
Iron Man 2 is after this. So, Iron Man 2, then Thor, then Captain America. Yeah.
Oh, man. I gotta wait that long for Captain America?
Yeah, Captain America was right before Avengers.
Oh, you're right. You are correct.
Which was a good setup because Captain America was so good, it really had people pumped about the event.
Yeah.
Captain America was the one I was worried about.
Yeah, to be honest, I was like, is Captain America gonna be good? You know?
They're like, oh, it's gonna take place in the 40s, and you like, what now? Then you like, how they gonna do Captain America? Dude got a shield.
Yeah, and like I always say, before these movies, I didn't like Captain America.
I did.
Yeah, we know. And also, they were like, they got Chris Evans as Captain America, and I was like, okay, this is not gonna be good.
Human Torch.
Yeah, and not that I didn't like Chris Evans, he was the Human Torch.
Yeah.
And if you look at his Human Torch, which I guess he did the best he could with that, I would be like, that's not Captain America. You know, like, that don't make any sense. So that was good. All right, well, we'll be reviewing Incredible Hulk. So make sure you guys check out that episode. Also, the next commentary we're going to be doing is Iron Man 2, so be on the lookout for that. But with that being said, we would like to thank you guys for listening. If you did, hope you enjoyed us talking over the movie while you watched it. You could always reach out to us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/3drivals, or email us on Gmail, 3drivals@gmail.com. Other than that, peace out.
Peace out.